Alright, this will be the last video just wrapping up the work energy theorem analogy we had. Just a few little extra points. So, person A, person B. So, $6, $2. Okay, so say person A transfers $2 to person B. So that means that positive work, right, and it's actually $2 or, right, 2 joules, was done on person B. So we should expect that their wealth, their energy, right, they should gain $2. Makes sense. Or 2 joules. Depending if you're using the analogy or not. Makes sense. If energy is the ability to do work, or in our sense, money, right, is the ability to transfer money, again, it's kind of like silly when you think about it. If person B now has $4, how much work can they do, right? How much money can they transfer? Well, if they have $4, it means they can transfer $4. They can transfer $4. Right? They cannot transfer $6. They cannot. They can transfer $2 twice because they have $4. And the transfer of money, remember, is work. So this is really like they can do 4 joules of work on something, on whatever, on X, because they have $4 to work with. They have $4 that they can transfer. So how much work can they do? Well, they can transfer $4. Again, it becomes silly when you use the analogy. Another way to think about kinetic energy and work and how they're related is, right, we kind of said that the amount of kinetic energy something has is equal to the amount of work necessary to accelerate it from rest to however fast it's going at the time. So that's like saying if I have a person and at the beginning they have $0 and then something happens and now suddenly they have $10, right? And we're thinking about these dollars as energy. All we're really saying is like, oh, you have $10? Well, that means that some time, right, over the line, $10 must have been transferred to you in total. Like, yeah, duh. Like, it could have been $4 and another $4 and $2, right? It could have been just $10 in one lump sum. It could have been 5 and 5. But really, you would need, right, 10 joules of work to be done on you, or right, $10 to be transferred to you, to go from $0 to $10. And that's the work energy theorem. You can also think about it as, well, how much work can you do before coming to a stop, right? So that's like, okay, I have this guy with $10. This is just the opposite, actually. And you're saying, okay, how much work can they do? It's like, well, that's really asking how much energy could they transfer, in our case, how much money they could transfer. If they have $10, like, oh, well then, I could do, I could do $2 of work here, I guess I could do 6 over here, and then 2 more over here, right? But that's all you can do. You could do 1 joule of work 10 different times, and that would make you stop, right? You would be broke. But being broke means you're stopped. It means you have a kinetic energy of 0. And again, like when you start thinking about this in terms of money and this analogy, all of this becomes kind of like obvious. And that's what I kind of want you guys to get to. I want this to become intuitive. With the transfer of money being the transfer of energy, which is work. And I'll just say one more time, because we have 30 seconds. If money is transferred to you, it means positive work is done on you. If you transfer money out, it means negative work is done on you. I know that sounds kind of weird. And that negative kind of just flips the roles, right? In the positive work, there's like some dude who's giving you money, and in negative,